I love The Good Egg because it's a book that reminds us that we can't always control the behavior of everyone around us. Sometimes the people around us are ninnies, right? They might be making bad choices. We can get really, really stressed and nervous about that. But we have to remember that we can't control the behavior of those around us, and it's not our job. Our job is just what I was talking about. To think of and cultivate the knowledge of ourselves so we can be the best version of who we are. And if some folks are being ninnies, we know when to lend a hand and we know when to walk away. Because sometimes we got to walk away. Join me now for a journey about an egg that walked away. Because he realized, you know what? I need a minute, ninnies. I need a minute. I can't be my best self. And then he found his breath and he relaxed. And then he was able to come back and set some boundaries and say, hey, listen, this is not okay. This is okay. I should have been more patient here. And that's what we need sometimes. Space so we can reflect and think. And that's going to help us be our best selves in times where sometimes. The Good Egg by Jory John and Pete Oswald. Here we go. Oh, hello. I was just rescuing this cat. Know why? Because I'm a good egg. A very good egg. So we know a couple things. He's nice, he's friendly, he's helpful. It's true. I do all kinds of good things like I'll carry your groceries. I'll water your plants. I'll change your tires. I'll paint your house. If you need any help whatsoever, I'm your egg. This egg does a lot of stuff for other people. Now, I hope he takes a minute for himself. Let's see. I've always been a good egg. It's been this way from the start, even in my earliest days back at the store. There were a dozen of us living together under one recycled roof. There was Meg and Peg and Greg and Clegg and Shell and Shelly and Sheldon and Shelby and Egbert and Frank and other Frank. There they all are. Uh-oh. The other 11 eggs weren't on their best behavior. Uh-oh. I think some ninnies. Here we go. They ignored their bedtime. They only ate sugary cereal. They threw tantrums, fits, and fights. They cried for no reason. They broke their stuff on purpose. Meanwhile, I tried to take charge. I tried to fix their bad behavior. I tried to keep the peace because I was a good egg. A very good egg. So let's pause for a moment here. Let's find our feet and let's roll our shoulders back. That looks like some ninny behavior to me. Sometimes that happens. And we're the ones saying, hey, don't do that. No, that's not safe. Blah, 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 blah. That's not a fun job for us. But we are worried about others. But still, what about us? That can be really stressful. And so whether you're an adult who's joining us or a kiddo or a student who's joining us, let's think about a time. Let's take a few breaths, closing our eyes. And let's think about a time when maybe we've had to be that good egg, where we're always worried about and taking care of other people. But if we worry all the time about other people, what happens? Is that good or healthy for us? I don't know. Let's see. Nobody seemed to care, though. Every night I was exhausted. My head felt scrambled. Then, one fateful morning, I noticed some cracks in my shell. Yikes! They were everywhere. So I think our friend is stressed out and worried and anxious. My doctor said it was from all the pressure I was putting on myself. The pressure of making sure everybody was good as me, all the time. I was cracking up, literally. Something had to change. I'd had enough. Uh-oh. I told Meg and Peg and Greg and Clegg and Shell and Shelley and Sheldon and Shelby and Egbert and Frank and other Frank. I was leaving. I can't be the only good one in a bad carton, I said. Blah, 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 they replied. I left that night. So as we look at this picture, what do we think, and let me adjust here, what do we think our friend is feeling? What do we think he's feeling? If you're sitting with someone now watching this, turn to them and say, I think he's probably feeling this, or maybe he's feeling that. We see the cracks in his shell. We see his face. This is his home. What do we think he's feeling? I wandered from town to town. The hours became days. The days became weeks. I lost track of time. I was alone. Out there on the road under the stars, I really tried to focus on myself, on what I needed. He'd been so busy thinking about everybody else. He didn't have a moment to pause and take a breath and think about what he needed. What he needed to feel healthy, to feel strong, to feel safe. I took long walks. I read books. I floated in the river. I wrote in my journal. I found simple moments to be quiet. I breathed in. I breathed out. Can we try that again? I breathed in. And I breathed out. I even started painting. For once, I found some time. Now, we might be watching this and saying, oh, he's a selfish egg. Well, I don't think so. Because I think selfish means that you're always choosing you above everyone else, right? But in this case, this is for once, and we saw him. We know he was always doing things for other people, always helping, always taking care of everybody else. But he deserves some time to relax, find his feet, find his breath, so he could be his best egg in the world. We don't want to give us. Right? We don't want to do that. We deserve time too. We deserve the same love and care that we give to others. And we have to take care of ourselves, because the more that we take care of ourselves, right, the more we have to give. But if we are stressed out and anxious and tired and exhausted and worried, doesn't help us, doesn't help other people too. So here he is. And guess what? Little by little, the cracks in my shell started to heal. My head no longer felt cold. So there he is. Shiny, feeling good. I started to feel like myself again. He's relaxing. He's finding calming breaths. So I've made a big decision. I'm returning to my old carton and my friends because I'm kind of lonely out there, of course. This time I know what I need to do. So now he knows how to set boundaries and say, hey, listen, right? Stop. He's going to put a stop hand up with some things. That's not healthy for you, and that's not healthy for me. So instead of staying here and trying to fix it and exhausting myself, I'm going to take a moment and walk away, right? So he's setting up boundaries. So that way he doesn't run until his tank is empty, which isn't healthy for him, isn't healthy for other people. I'm going to try not to worry so much. I'll be good to my fellow eggs while also being good to myself. We can do both at the same time, just like we were talking about. Here we go. So he's going home. Everybody missed me. I missed them too. Welcome home. Hello, Meg. Howdy, Peg. Hey, Greg. Greetings, Clegg. What's up, Shell? Aloha, Shelly. Hey, yo, Sheldon. Hey, Shelby. Good day, Egbert. What's happening, Frank? Howdy, other Frank. Sure, every once in a while, somebody's still a little bit bad, but it's not like before. He used his voice. He found his words. Here's what I realized. The other eggs aren't, and I don't have to be either. The other eggs aren't perfect, and I don't have to be either. And I'm okay with that. Yep, the old carton is back together. We're a solid dozen again. It's good to be home. Oh, and we've still got a little naughty behavior. They're drawing a pair of underpants on him. That was The Good Egg by Jory John and Pete Oswald. So now let's take a moment, everyone. Find your feet, roll your shoulders back, and find your breath. Let's take a few breaths together and let's think about, there's a line in here I love, and it's a line that I need to hear a lot of times as a mother, as a sister, as a daughter, because I'm living with my parents right now, with my family. And so I am a mom and a daughter at the same time. And I need to think about this line a lot. Here's what I realized. The other eggs aren't perfect, and I don't have to be either. I don't have to be perfect. I have to be the best mother and the best daughter I can be, but I don't have to be perfect. I have to know when to walk away, find a breath, find a moment for myself. I need to know when to be there for others. But if I run my tank so it is empty and I'm exhausted and my shell is cracked and my head is scrambled, then I can't be the best mom I want to be. And I can't be the best daughter I want to be. So right now, if you're sitting with little ones or children or students or a friend or partner or spouse, turn for a moment and talk about, say to one another, I don't have to be perfect. We don't have to be perfect. And talk about how you can take a moment. Now, right now because of travel restrictions and the pandemic. We're not traveling and we're not going anywhere, right? But how can you find a moment when your head is feeling scrambled? Can you walk in the backyard? Can you make a little nest in your closet? What can you do to find a moment for you? So turn to the person next to you now, chat that out. What can you do to find a moment for you?